What is going on, my dudes? Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday again. Hey, what is up? How you guys doing? So before I get started with the short hairstyles, I just wanted to give a little bit of background information. I used to have really long hair, and then in June I cut it all off, and I have been growing my hair out since then. We have had some awkward hairstyles and some good hairstyles. Also, I just wanted to say that while my hair is like slowly getting into that bob phase, I tried to make these hairstyles good for any stage of that grow out phase. I'm gonna stop chit-chatting and just get straight into the video. I like to consider these two hairstyles like a little bit of a two-parter. You can do one and like just have it end there, or if you're feeling a little frisky and fancy, you can do both. I like to call them like my little twisties. I don't know if that's a weird name for it. So I will say these look a little bit more complicated, but they're really not that hard. So for the first part, I call this one the half-ass twisty, and it's literally just where I will twist one half of my head and then like let the other half just like be free. I will grab a section of hair at the top of right where my part starts, and I'll split that section into two sections. So I'll twist the section that my bottom hand is holding over the section my top hand is holding. And then before I twist that section that my top hand is holding, I'll add more hair into the twist. And so every time I keep twisting over, I add more hair to it. And eventually that twist will migrate its way from like the top of my head to the side of my head. And once it reaches the side of your head or like near your ear, you can just like pin it back with bobby pins, or if you're feeling frisky, you can pin it back with a cool decorated clip. And basically what I'll do with the other half of my head is I'll just tuck that bit of hair behind my ears, and I'll let the front pieces frame my face a bit, and that's pretty much the half-ass twisty. Now, if you really want your hair just out of your face and you don't want to deal with it, you're gonna basically do the exact same twist that you did, except on the other half of your hair. Now, I will admit, this part can be a little tricky, especially if you're right in the midst of the growing out phase and like your front hair pieces aren't as long as like the pieces of hair on the side of your head. So what I do is I will just twist it normally until it reaches my ear, and then I will pin back with a pin, or again, if I'm feeling frisky, I'll clip it back with a cool clip. And then what I'll do is for any of the bits of hairs that are like sticking out of the twist, I'll grab them and I'll pin them down with a bobby pin, and that's basically the hairstyle. I definitely really like this hairstyle because it's a great way to keep your hair out of your face, and it's also just like a great way to gracefully style your hair in the midst of the dreaded awkward phase. So I like to call this next hairstyle the live action Toph Beifong hairstyle. Now, if you were born in the early 2000s, you might be familiar with Nickelodeon's crowning achievement, Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is an S-tier show. Either way, this hairstyle is inspired by one of the most beloved characters from that show, Toph Beifong, the blind bandit, the badass that we all wanna be, only it's the live action version. Like the live action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender, this hairstyle is based on, well, I mean, it's somewhat based on, it's like a loose interpretation. I mean, it's like vaguely, loosely, I mean, maybe somewhat inspired by Toph's actual hairstyle from the cartoon. This hairstyle is literally so easy. I have a bunch of these Nike tie headbands that I used to wear all the time. So what I did, I just tied that headband around my head, and then I took the front pieces out, and then I loosened up the back parts of my hair, and then I tucked the side pieces behind the headband. This is my go-to hairstyle when I work out because I just feel like a badass whenever I wear this hairstyle. So, like the live action version of my Toph hairstyle, this version is also the live action version of my like double twisty hairstyle, in that it is a very loose interpretation of it. Basically, I have these two really cool like sparkly clips. They just like look really pretty, and I will literally just grab a bunch of it, twist it slightly, and then just clip it back with both of these clips. And with those two extremely simple steps out of the way, you are ready to rock your short hair. For the days when you're really not feeling it, but you still want to look put together, or your hair's just really not cooperating, and for when it has a mind of its own, cover it up with a scarf or a bandana, just like professional procrastinators cover up their responsibilities. And I'm speaking from experience. I am a professional procrastinator. You're gonna grab a scarf, you're gonna grab a bandana, and you're gonna fold it up so that it is a triangle. You're gonna take the wide part of the triangle and you're gonna place it on your head and then wrap it around and tie it at the nape of your neck. This part is very important because it can really make sure that your hair stays in place and that it doesn't just fall out. I'll get like a bobby pin and I'll just like pin the sides back to make sure they are tame, and then I'll tuck the bobby pin underneath the scarf, and then I'll take like some front pieces and just take them out just so they can frame my face a little bit, and that's literally the whole look. You can still look put together even if your life is falling apart. It's okay, girl. We've all been there. We've all had those moments. Even if your life is a mess, you don't have to look like a mess, because at the end of the day, we're all faking it and some of us are making it. But I guarantee you with this hairstyle, you can fake it till you make it without any problems. This next hairstyle is inspired by the 80s. Yes, the 80s, the time of loud fashion, big hair, bright colors, scrunchies, and teen movies with casual sexual assault. The 80s, what a time. It was truly the time to be alive. Said by someone born in the early 2000s. And if you're wondering who that someone is, it's me, by the way. But yeah, no, this hairstyle again is super easy, super low maintenance. Basically what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna grab a small scrunchie. Not a small scrunchie, a small scrunchie. S-M-O-L, small, because our hair is still pretty small. I didn't just do a normal half up, half down. I kind of brushed both sides of my hair up so that it was out of my face, and you kind of just have to feel it out, feel however much hair is appropriate or however much hair would fit into the scrunchie, and then you're gonna tie it up. And if your hair is still too short to like fit everything into a scrunchie, then what I did was I took bobby pins and I got like the pieces that were falling out and just pinned them up so that they would stay in place. And basically that is the entire hairstyle. It is super easy, and I definitely think this look is super fun and spunky and just like cool. Yes, Rosie the Riveter, the iconic symbol used to empower women to join the workforce during World War II, and now a very popular low-effort group costume used by sororities all around the country. I like to think of this hairstyle as the generic version of that timeless look. It's just like anything you'd get from Kirkland's signature. It's reliable, it's functional, but it's just not the same as the real thing. But like Kirkland's signature, it won't disappoint you. I will admit this hairstyle is probably one of the most time-consuming of any of the hairstyles that you have to do. Basically, I started off with wet hair. Not soaking wet, but just slightly damp. I first sprayed a little bit of leave-in conditioner into my hair, and then I added in some mousse. I just picked up this mousse from Target. I don't really know too much about it, and honestly, I don't really know if it works for my hair. I just use it because I saw in another hairstyle video that the girl recommended to use mousse, and I don't really know if it makes a difference. I like the way it smells, so that might be something. Basically, after I'm done putting all of that product in my hair, I start doing pin curls. Basically, you just grab a section of your hair and you wrap it around your fingers to make like a little curl, and then you just pin it down. That's pretty much it. And so I did pin curls all around my hair, and that process probably takes around like 10 or so minutes to do. Once all of the pin curls are done and securely placed, I will set that hairstyle with a satin scarf. So I'll tie that around my head and wear that hairstyle to bed. I definitely think this hairstyle is a really good heatless way to curl your hair when you have short hair. So the next morning, I wake up, I will take off the scarf, and then I will take out all of the little pin curls from my hair. And don't worry, when you first take out the pin curls, your hair is gonna look a little weird. What I do is I just kind of play with my hair and like lightly comb through my hair with my fingers to loosen up the curls. It will look a little crazy at first, but you just kind of have to play with it. Once you get it in like a good position, I'll grab a scarf and then just tie it around my head like a little headband. And then again, I'll just keep on playing with my hair until it looks good. And I'll notice little like waves in the front pieces. So what I'll do is I'll just like pin those in and like tuck the pins underneath my headband just to like have some neat little waves going on in the front to frame my face. So that's basically how I do my little Rosie the Riveter by Kirkland hairstyle. So I forgot to film an outro for this video, so here I am filming an outro. Hello! That was basically my video about how to style short hair, and also if you're curious as to why my face is beaten to the gods, that's because I actually posted a makeup video on my Instagram. So if you are interested in like fun, random stuff from me, follow me on Instagram. It might be a fun time, who knows? If you liked it, then please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It would make my day. And also, if you like my personality or if you just like my face and you want more content like this, please make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. And I think that's it. So yes, I hope you all stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you in the next video.